In my time as a dragon witch, I felt much more than just the dragon gods and the dragons by my side. There is so much to feel and so much that is new to me. So much that we can learn. Of course, we don't have a guide that we can read a book or something. We have to feel it from ourselves. Our own feelings are important. Feelings are everything. And of course, whenever you are awakened, whenever you become a witch, you can say, the first moment is because your dragon has passed through the gate. The gate has been opened by you. You are ready to become touched by the dragon, you can say. And once you do, you are going to be awakened. Because everything inside ourselves is asleep. Whenever the dragon touches us, in a sensitive part of our body and soul, then you become aware and awakened. Because this is actually the sixth sense. And there is much more than just dragons, that just mindlessly dragons. No. There is a story behind this. And this story begins once your dragon opens everything up. This is about draconic Wicca and why it's so similar to Wicca. This is actually it. It only begins with one dragon that managed to get through, and once you are touched, you are awakened. But it doesn't stop there, because now your dragon eye, your circle, can be established. And how to do so? Because there will be much more dragons that follow your dragon. Your dragon, the one that moved heaven and earth to come to you, has managed to open the gate. But once the gate is open, a lot more dragons will come through. They might not have managed to open the gate, but one dragon did. That is your guardian by your side. It's very important to know what your feelings are for the dragon that managed to do so, because this dragon did a lot to open the gate. And so that I learned something from the dragons that came through, the dragons that followed my dragon, for example, that the dragons that follow your dragon as well. And it's very important to know what kind of feelings that you have for each dragon inside of your circle and why they are interested to be with you, to be your guardian angel. I've met a dragon, and this dragon was all in white. A white dragon, and of course every dragon is beautiful in my eyes, in every form, but this once again was a very beautiful dragon, a white dragon. And this dragon apparently was inside of my circle. I felt a lot of connection with this white dragon, but I didn't know what. I was so confused about this. I had no feelings of a lover. I had no feelings of a brother or sister like I had with my first dragon, my awakener. This was completely new to me. What kind of a connection can you have with a dragon? And then it came once the dragon has talked to me. Once the dragon has started to speak without opening its mouth. That is how dragons speak. Dragons don't need to open their mouth. And that is once again a confirmation that the dragon talks in a telepathic way. And this white dragon was in fact something that I didn't expect, and that was an ancestor. And I said, how can it be? I'm a human. My ancestors are humans. How can you be the ones that came before? That was because it's an ancestor of your spirit. The one that actually feels connection because it's a family. And the one that knows what happened back in the day. That had a lot of experience, but also wisdom, high wisdom. This dragon knew everything from the past, everything that will happen. That is what dragons are. Dragons are very wise, ancient spirits. And this white dragon, however, my dragon came to me in a dark, more dark way. This dragon was completely white. And I said, how can this be? How can my feelings say that this is my ancestor? Well, actually, yeah, this is why it's also draconic Wicca. It's very comparable with normal Wicca because they worship the ancestors. Well, actually, in draconic Wicca, you can say that we might also do on ancestor worship, but not with humans. but with dragons, because we feel this inside of our spirit. Ancestors of the dragon will, and that is a bit different with humans. Ancestors will actually, the complete bloodline will be followed, the bloodline of the dragon, and everyone that is being born again will be guided and guided, and this is a cycle that guided by the spirits that came before. But once you are, for example, here as a human being, the dragon still follows from behind, and once they see that the gate is opened, they will hesitate no longer to come through. Of course, in the beginning, I always wanted to push the dragon away because I felt unworthy. But in fact, if the dragon comes to you, then there is a very good reason that they do. There is a very good reason for this. And this reason, for example, for this white dragon that I came to know, it was because it was an ancestor. It was from the ones that came before, you can say. And of course, I do very much ancestor worship, but not humans. Even though I have ancestors from humans, but they mean not much to me. But for a dragon is an ultimate guardian and angel. They, whenever they see it, whenever they see the chance to be by your side, to aid you, to guide you in the right direction, they will do it because they see it as very important to know what their family is doing. Their family, even though they have a different face now, they have a different everything and in a different world now, especially then, they feel it like it's their job to be your guidance, and they know everything. They are so wise and they know about everything, They they know about nature and the four elements and the gods, and they whisper in your ear, and you just get wiser and wiser and more knowledge with every word that they are saying, because that they are actually unlike my dragon by my side has a different connection, but this white dragon that is also a part of my dragon eye, and I'm sure that in your dragon eye, your circle, there will be an ancestor or two or three or maybe even a bunch of them to be by your side to aid you, because now, especially now, they are needed, and to guide you to look at the right direction, to know where you have to go. And that is what they know. They can see the future, they can see the past, they can see the present. What I felt from this white dragon was a family, and they cared a lot, and I felt so like, no, I'm just a human, don't but they don't see it that way. They see the spirit, and that is what dragons can see. Dragons can see the spirit that lives within, and that is what your ancestors can do as well. You, my brother or sister, have dragon ancestors, dragons that came before, and they are very much connected to your soul, to your spirit, what they can feel very well. And that is the reason why they come to you, to be by your side, to aid you and to complete your dragon circle and to complete your task that you are doing here on this earth. And that is why they say it's very similar to Wicca, because they do ancestor worship. Well, actually, like I said, in draconic Wicca, it's the same. But that is not because we just randomly want to worship them. No, it's because you can feel them. They are still with you. They are here with you. The ancestors of the dragon are here with you to be your guardian, to guide you, to be your guidance. There can be so many dragons by your side, so many of them, but it all starts with one. But if they who has connection with you, if the dragons who have connection with you see that the gate is open, that one of them managed to do it, that you are finally ready to do it, then they will come to you. They will be there. It can be that your ancestors, your draconic ancestors, would have been there from the start, whenever you were born. Of course, for them, it's actually very, very difficult to be here, because they also, your ancestors, belong in the dragon realm, wherever they are safe. But if they know that one of their bloodlines, or one of the souls that came after them, is actually could use a bit of aid, then they will hesitate no longer to go away from the dragon realm, to be by your side, in spirit, of course, and to teach you everything that there needs to be taught. For you are just a dragon baby, a dragon child that needs to know and needs to listen to their elders. And their elders, your elders, are a part of your dragon circle. Your elders are the dragon ancestors. Ancestor worship is actually not really worship. It's that you can feel them. It's a connection that never dies. You know, there is something that death cannot do, and that is erasing the connection that you have with the dragon. Even though you have everything is different now, every single thing is different, but your soul will remain draconic.